On September 11, 2001, the Salvation Army was called to serve in the worst terrorist attack the United States has ever known. Salvation Army officers, soldiers, and volunteers from across the nation and in Canada were put on alert. Never before in the Army's history of disaster relief have so many been called up for duty. Never before have we been called to give so much more than a cold drink or a hot meal. This was a new day for the Salvation Army. This was a call for a newly committed Army of God. Over the last 100 years, the Salvation Army in the United States has actively responded to disasters. However, September 11th has brought our organization to a new place from which we will never return to our past. We have learned lessons about how we respond and how we focus on the needs of people. Officers, soldiers, and volunteers came clearly to minister and be a part of the ministry of servanthood versus just coming to hand out meals. Our response to September 11th started with a cold drink and a hot meal. But we soon discovered God would uniquely position the Salvation Army, giving us the opportunity and responsibility to minister to thousands in a variety of ways.
Communication was almost non-existent, not only with what was going on down at Ground Zero and the command center, but communication even between the canteens was very difficult. We had to walk literally everywhere. The first night I showed up, full uniform, my dress shoes, and I got blisters on top of blisters that first night just because the amount of walking that you did. And it wouldn't be a bad walk if you were only going a couple blocks once. But you were going, a couple blocks, and then you'd go in a couple more blocks the next canteen, and then you'd have to go 2 more blocks the next canteen. And you would be walking miles in one evening.